Welcome to Nuka Knights. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great time in the wasteland. If you want to support Nuka Knights, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and activate all alerts. This helps the YouTube algorithm to spread the video and grow the channel. In this Fallout 76 PTS video, I will show you all expected changes for the Burning Springs update on December 2nd, 2025 that have been tested on the PTS or found via data mining. Let's check it out. First of all, Burning Springs is the largest map expansion since Wastelanders, says Bethesda. And yes, it's huge. The map expansion to the west and the desert of Ohio feels great to play. There are 25 new locations, new factions, new enemies, new fish, new weapons, new rewards, new events and much more awaiting you in that area. The atmosphere and sandstorms at night is really great and I loved being there already. The downside of this new area is you cannot access it from all sides like Skyline Valley. You can only access it over the Silver Bridge at Point Pleasant. On this map you can see the area of Burning Springs. The area between Burning Springs and the river is not accessible. Maybe there is a technical reason for this. Let's check out all new locations. What's also new is the area name on the map. I'll show the locations from north to south. The first is Hamley Run Camp, then Athens is where a Sidequest starts, Dino Peaks Minigolf, Super Duper Mart, which looks pretty much like the Super Duper Mart from the Fallout show Season 1, Shade Hill Church, then the Ash Cave is where a new local legend can be caught, a new fish, Starlight Drive-In, which is a workshop you can claim, Prospect Hill, Sandy's Sock Hop, and Highway Town, which is the central hub of this whole area. Honeywell Apiary, Hocking Hills train station, Checkpoint Canyon, that's where you enter Burning Springs, the Chop Shop, which is a Red Rocket station and a part of the main quest, Westbrook Horse Ranch, Albany, World of Corn, where you can see a corn collectron, which is the same you get in Season 23, Jackson Junkyard, which is the location of the event Gearing Up, Meadow Breeze Storage Depot, Fort Steuben, where I've seen several bounty hunts, Railroad Service Yard, Abraxodyne Chemical Power Substation, Tycoon Lake, where the event Sinkhole Solutions is taking place, the Rust Kingdom, which is the home of the Rust King, and the last one, Sand Fork Lumber. Let's talk about the quests. If you already want to check them out, you can find them uploaded in this channel already. If not, I will just give you a quick overview without story spoilers. If you join a world after the Burning Springs update, the new quest Welcoming Committee will start and you can pick it up by listening to the Ohio Distress broadcast. If you're new and just left the vault or created a new character, the Ghoul will greet you as you leave the vault and tell you about Highway Town, where you can help him with his bounty hunts.
Got no time nor inclination, chit-chat. Find me at the last resort, in Highway Town, if you're looking to do business.
After you've made your way over the bridge, you will soon meet the Rust King in his arena. If you made it out there alive, your quest is to go to Highway Town. Since the Rust Kingdom is in the very south of Burning Springs, this is a very long way with a lot to discover. By the way, that's a good way to introduce the player to a new area with a quest, in my opinion. When you've reached Highway Town, you will meet the Ghoul and continue your way through the quest. He will introduce you to bounty hunting. I will not go more into detail here. Beside the new questline, there is also a new side quest. It's called Dirty Laundry. And I can tell you, it's a real grind. You need to find and deliver 150 Abraxodyne intel, which are hidden all over Burning Springs. To start a side quest, you need to pick up one of the Abraxodyne intel cases or visit Athens. To help you out with all the intel locations, you can check out this map on the written article on NukaKnights.com. You will find the link in the description. The reward for turning in 50 Abraxodyne intel is the Abraxodyne overall. After 76 you will get the Meadow Breeze Sprayer, which is a plasma gun with the legendary mods anti-armor, inertial and durability. And after 150 you receive the prototype ABX03, which has the same mods like the Meadow Breeze Sprayer, but also a 4th star, Pyromaniacs. Okay, let's get to the events. There are 3 new public events. First I'll introduce Gearing Up. This event takes place at Jackson's junkyard. Here you will meet the Beastmaster. She will tell you that the Rust King's Deathclaws came from this place. Here they are raised and trained for combat in the wasteland or the arena. Your task is now to collect steel scrap for the Deathclaw's armor that is waiting in a cage. As soon as the task is done, the Deathclaw will be ready to fight against the bigger Deathclaw in its armor. Now we have to protect it during the fight. As soon as the fight is over and the Deathclaw has survived, we will get the reward. There are currently 7 possible rewards: the Plan of the Egg Carrier Backpack, the Plan Jackson Junkyard Sign, Plan Trash Cube, the Super Stimpike, which is a spear with the legendary mods Medics, Rapid and Defenders. And there's also the plan for the mounted armor Deathclaw head, the plan for the Deathclaw Tamer outfit, and the last one, Plan Deathclaw Tamer head. The second event is Sinkhole Solutions, which takes place around Tycoon Lake, which has come under attack from vicious insects. A nest has been tracked in the old lake and your mission is to activate the Stomper and wipe them out. The main challenge is to destroy the nests and fight red scorpions while a sandstorm rages around the players. After the last wave, the event is completed and we will get our rewards, which are also 7 in this event. The possible rewards are the plan for the Civil War Cannon, Plan Potted Brick Eye, Plan Fort Steuben Sign, Plan Heartland Train Yard Sign, Plan Red Scorpion Agiator, Plan Highway Town Guns Sign, and Plan Tycoon Lake Sign. The third public event is a bounty hunting event. It's called Bounty Hunting Head Hunt. It can be started either by paying the Ghoul 5,000 caps or by hanging a wanted poster to the bounty board beside the last resort. This is a typical headhunt. To start it, you need to launch the flare. Then you and the other players need to take down all the enemies. When the event is complete, you have the chance to get the items with new legendary 1, 2 or 3 star mods. These mods are only available from Headhunt and Grunt Hunt events, nowhere else. A Grunt Hunt is a smaller and not a public event. You can run it on your own like a daily. And now let me show you all legendary mods that are available from Headhunt and Grunt Hunts. I'll start with the first star legendary mods. The first one is Adrenal. It can be applied to any armor, power armor, ranged or melee weapon. To craft it you need 1 Adrenal reaction serum and 15 legendary modules as usual. It uses the kill streak status, which is also used by the new Adrenal reaction rotation. On a weapon, this mod grants plus 10% per kill while on a kill streak. This means it can scale up to 100% after 10 kills. On armor, it grants plus 10 damage and energy resistance per kill while on a kill streak. This also means you can get up to plus 100 damage and energy resistance bonus after 10 kills. Next first star legendary mod is Ferals. This mod is only for ghouls and can only be applied to melee weapons, which makes sense. Target kills makes you go feral faster. This means you will get minus 218 feral per kill. Max feral points is 7,200. So by using this mod you need 33 kills to go fully feral with a full feral meter. This might be really useful when you want to switch to a melee loadout on a ghoul char. When you want to craft it you need 5 black titanium and 15 legendary modules. Next legendary first star mod is Lucid. the effect is only available to ghouls and won't any effect on humans. This is basically the same as Overeaters, but for ghouls. Finally, the Lucid mod can be applied to any armor, power armor, ranged or melee weapon. To craft it you need 1 bobblehead medicine and 15 legendary modules. On armor it increases the damage reduction up to 6% as you fill your ferrometer. And on weapons it increases the damage up to 40% bonus as you fill your ferrometer. This might not be the best mod for weapons, but for armor it's pretty good. The last new first star legendary mod is Snipers. It can only be applied to ranged weapons and requires 1 bobblehead perception as well as 15 legendary modules to craft. It grants 100% damage bonus to distant targets. But there might be a problem with this, since it checks for a distance of 15, not sure how exactly this number is used, and this might also apply to critter nearby and not only to the target, so a nearby mole rat might steal your damage bonus. I hope this will only be calculated upon the actual distance to the target when it's live. There are 5 new 2nd star legendary mods. The first one here is Elementalist. It can only be applied to armor and power armor and needs 1 bobblehead endurance as well as 30 legendary modules to craft. It increases all resistances by 5, so a full set increases all resistances by 25 each. The next 2nd star legendary mod is Fierce. It can only be applied to armor and power armor and requires 1 bobblehead strength as well as 30 legendary modules to craft. It fortifies limp resistance based on kill streak count. This means 1% limp resistance is granted per kill up to 10 kills. So max 10% limp damage resistance from using 1 Fierce mod. 50% when you use a full set. Next is Painkiller. This 2nd star legendary mod can only be applied to armor and power armor. To craft it you need 1 bobblehead medicine and 30 legendary modules. Gain health over time while on a kill streak. Effect becomes stronger the higher the kill streak. What this actually means is, after 1 kill you gain 0.3 HP per second and it scales up to 3 HP per second after 10 kills. This 2nd star legendary mod is quite funny in my opinion. Pickpocketers. Target kills have 50% chance to grant a low amount of caps. The amount we're talking about is 1 to 4 caps per kill. And a pickpocketer can obviously only operate on the close range, so this mod can only be applied to melee weapons. Crafting requires bobblehead caps and 30 legendary modules. Rushing is the last new 2nd star legendary mod. It gains action points over time while on a kill streak. Effect becomes stronger the higher the kill streak. This means after 1 kill you gain 0.3 AP per second and it scales up to 3 AP per second after 10 kills. Similar to the Painkiller effect, but for AP instead of HP. The mod can only be applied to armor and power armor and requires 1 bobblehead agility and 30 legendary modules to craft. There are also 5 new legendary 3rd star mods. The first one is Active. It grants max AP increased by plus 20, so wearing a full set of active mods grants plus 100 max AP. It can only be applied to armor and power armor and requires 1 bobblehead agility as well as 60 legendary modules to craft. The next 3rd star legendary mod is Barbarian. This mod grants plus 1 strength per kill while on a kill streak, so maximum is reached after 10 kills with plus 10 strength. It can only be applied to melee weapons and requires 1 bobblehead melee as well as 60 legendary modules to craft. Next 3rd star legendary mod is Glowing. This mod has different effects for ghouls and humans. For ghouls, target kills increase glow by a small amount. For humans, target kills increase rats by a small amount. The amount is 20 rats here. So while this is very helpful for ghouls to keep up the glow, I can already predict questions like, why am I constantly getting rats in events? Or why am I dying of rats randomly from human players? It can be applied to all weapons, ranged as well as melee. Crafting requires 1 bobblehead science and 60 legendary modules. The next 3rd star legendary mod is Healthy. It increases max HP by plus 20, so a full set grants plus 100 HP. The mod can be applied to all armor and power armor and needs 1 bobblehead endurance as well as 60 legendary modules to craft. And the last new 3rd star legendary mod and also the last new mod of this video is Reflex. It grants a 2% evade chance, so a full set with this mod can grant up to 10% evade chance on top of other evade chances by perks, for example. The mod can be applied to armor and power armor and requires 1 bobblehead agility as well as 60 legendary modules to craft. Let's talk about Dom Pedro, which is the Ghoul Revolver and which is a reward of the upcoming Season 23. It's a single-shot revolver with several nasty mods. You can mount any legendary mod you like. On this Ghoul char I was using it with a reverse onslaught build. The mods will also be available in Season 23. You can choose from several different receiver mods, for example. I went with the 308 Prime here. But most mods have nice unique effects to choose from, like more damage to the torso or to the weak spot. You can choose from 50 cal or 308. The short barrel also adds some more damage. The grips work as you know it from other weapons too, there is nothing too special on them. That's something else on the magazines. You can choose from 4 to 6 bullets, more reload speed, more durability, chance of adding a bullet to the clip, anything you like. I chose the Swift 6 magazine here to get more reload speed. A reflex sight is also available. And there is even one more slot for a special mod, explosive, penetrating or even both. Projectiles explode and penetrate up to 3 targets. And that works. It actually hits multiple enemies when they stand close. And while we're at it, there are new enemies you will meet in Burning Springs. Rust Raiders like this and also Red Hawk. Sometimes Red Hawk groups are only normal Red Hawks and sometimes they are also led by an Alpha Red Hawk, which is more tough and which you need to cook in the quest. And there are also armored Deathclaws, as you may have noticed already. Next topic, new Nuke Zone effects. Currently there's no endgame event triggered by nuking Burning Springs. While some enemies and flora do visible changes, little else happens. The nuke zone is marked on the map, unlike in Skyline Valley. However, the nuke zone in Burning Springs is different from those in other areas. Upon entering, you don't receive radiation. Instead, you observe a different effect in your Pip-Boy. Abraxodyne weather. Minus 30% damage resistance in normal armor and minus 60% damage resistance in power armor. This opens up possibilities for a new, more challenging endgame event in such a zone. We will see how this goes. And now let's check out the changed raid rewards. Those are similar to before, but not exactly the same. The Gleaming depth raid is still our only raid, and this won't change for a while. We haven't heard of a new raid yet. It's also the only way to get the Vulcan power armor and only way to get 4-star mods and 4-star legendary items. And there's another change. There's a new weekly challenge now. When you complete a raid with all phases, you will receive a Gleaming Depth weekly reward chest once a week. This contains a legendary 4-star item, which can be a melee weapon, ranged weapon, armor, power armor. And now the rewards are divided. Every stage has its own rewards now and its own lists. And the chance for the 4-star legendary mods is always 10%. It's not an increase the higher the stage is. So in the stage 1 there's the runners mod, radioactive powered, scanners, fracturers, bullies and pinpointers 4-star mod. And also the 3-star, 2-star and 1-star mods are limited in this list. You can get now the Vulcan power armor parts, either the helmet or the left arm in stage 1 with 4 stars, 3, 2 or 1 star. No other parts of the Vulcan power armor. Then the Vulcan power armor mod plans are limited in this stage to the ultrasight bracers, hydraulic bracers, the headlamp blue, the targeting HUD, the cooling vent, optimized servos, core assembly, medic pump and Tesla coils. Also the plans for the power armor itself can only be the right arm and the left leg in the stage 1. In stage 2, the 4-star mods are battle loaders, tankies, electricians, stabilizers, fencers and rejuvenators. And you can get the helmet again and the right leg in legendary with 4, 3, 2 or 1 star. And you can get the mod plans for the rusty knuckles, hydraulic bracers, headlamp bright, internal database, cooling vent, overdrive servos, blood cleanser, reactive plates, Tesla coils, and you can get the plans for the helmet and the torso. In stage 3 there is also a limited list. The 4-star mods are choo-choos, reflective, combo breakers, conductors, pounders and aegis. Also the other ones are limited here, you can read if you like. You can also check out the written article obviously. For the Vulcan power armor you can only get the helmet and the right arm in this stage. The mod plans are rusty knuckles, optimized bracers, headlamp purple, recon sensors, kinetic servos, overdrive servos, emergency protocols, reactive plates and reflection assembly. And you can get the plan for the left arm and the right leg. And in the 4th stage we have the 4-star mods bruisers, miasmas, rangers, polished, icemen and encirclers. And we can get the torso in legendary. The helmet is always not legendary obviously, because the helmet cannot be legendary. And we have the mod plans, the optimized bracers, Tesla bracers, headlamp red tactical, the sensor array, kinetic servos, the calibrated shocks, the jetpack, the reflection assembly and the stealth boy. And you can get the plans for the right arm and the left leg. And the stage 5 has the 4-star mods, limit breaking, sawbones, propelling, pyromaniacs, vipers and stalwarts. You can get the left leg in legendary, and the mods available are Tesla bracers, gimbal bracers, headlamp vault boy, that's matrix overlay, calibrated shocks, elastic servos, kinetic servos, stealth boy, motion assist servos, and you can get the plan for the left arm and the right leg. That's the changes on the raid. And there is also one perk card changed this time. Bullet shield was reduced to 3 ranks. Milepost Zero in southern Skyline Valley, along with all the caravans and the traders, is now gone. Unfortunately, this also means your upgrade progress is gone. All that remains are your learned plans. But the good news is, Windy is now in the game and active as a new trader in Highway Town in Burning Springs. To find her in Highway Town from the main entrance, go right and 1 stairs up. Windy has brought her previously unreleased plans into the game. You can also find the other plans of the other traders in Highway Town. The remaining plans have been distributed among the rewards of the Spooky Scorched and the Holiday Scorched. And let me quote Bethesda in the patch notes. The bandits roaming Skyline Valley looking for caravans to rob have proved themselves to be dastardly threats to the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, scaring poor Brahmin into off-track, leaving deliveries incomplete. For now, Milepost Zero will be closing shop and moving their wares to other vendors across Highway Town, awaiting a time in the future when things might be a bit safer for their operations. When Burning Springs releases in early December, all players who completed the A Bump in the Road Caravan Intro Quest will receive the title Caravan Investor. Players will also be granted 2k gold bullion and a new pennant as well. We believe that bounty hunting delivers on the same promise of on-demand content with legendary enemies and great rewards in a more succinct and satisfying way. We love the Skyline Valley region and have some fun things in store for it in the future. That's the end of the quote, and I'm very curious what they plan for the Skyline Valley region. The first one is the Hocking Hill Hellion, which is the new local legend, and it can only be found in the Ash Cave. The next one is the Brafin, and then we have the Glowing Brafin and the Withered Red Eye, and the fifth is the Rusted Sawgill. Those are available in Burning Springs. Also, there are a lot of new Atomic Shop items coming, and there's a lot in these data minings. There are 4 data minings currently. There's also a video separately to each article of data minings, and you can check it out on the website or on the YouTube channel. And of course, there's a lot of stuff in Season 23 with the theme Blood X Rust, and you can check it out in the details on the website or in the data mining video of the season if you haven't already. Make sure to check out the written article on NukaKnights.com. There's a lot in this article, and maybe you would like to check out this in detail or would like to save some of the maps or check out or where to collect the Abraxodyne intel, for example. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Check out the Nuka Knights app. It's available now on Google Play Store for Android smartphones and tablets. The app contains all features you already know from the website. If you have a login already, you're ready to go. You can now access weekly Nuke codes, current daily ops info, season progress, data mining news, latest events, build guides and other Fallout 76 news directly from this app. Get it now on Google Play. And don't worry, iOS users, an iOS app is also under construction.